Hey guys, it's Pineapple, bringing you another invasion clip in the game Elden Scrolls. Now, being a top 0.03% veteran Souls player, the founder of hitless runs and solo runs, and literally anything that you can think of to make this game more challenging because it's just not, you would think I would bring you some gameplay of me decimating some kids online, but I don't. I'm just, spoiler alert, I die in the end of this clip. But I thought this was really fun, and the adventure that I'm going to take you on is well worth it. And I think it showcases just how much fun this game can be, even when you're not winning. So to start this round off, I spawn in on top of the houses as if I'm Ezio, or whatever the main character is now of the Assassin's Creed. I think they're on like number 14 now. I forgot that the NPCs, the enemies in this, don't attack you when you are invading. So I kind of stare at them a couple times throughout this clip because it's just kind of cool seeing them not hostile towards you. So at this point in time, I have my Astro A50s on. I want to apologize formally now because in the previous TikTok I said I have Astro A50s or A40s, and I don't. I have A50s. I had A40s when I was in college competing at Halo. I still have them with the mix amp and my tags that are personalized to say, "Hi, I'm Pineapple," and have a cool little pineapple on the side in really shitty Microsoft Paint because I didn't know how to make a profile picture. And if you can't tell, I'm more of a DIY kind of streamer. I apologize for getting off track there. So I have my A50s in. I think it's actually important that you know the story of the A50s. When I started playing Halo, I actually didn't own a surround sound headset that most gamers would have right now. And I purchased for $19.99 the default Xbox mic from Walmart here locally in Nebraska. And it annoyed my brother because whenever I would eat on the mic, because I don't care what other people are thinking when I'm in their Xbox party, I'm playing video games at the end of the day to unwind, and you're a part of my unwinding now, so deal with it. He forced me to go buy them, and I didn't, so he bought them for me because he's a loving brother. So now I have A50s, and they work really well. This is not a sponsored ad for Walmart or Astros, but I would recommend them. They're very nice. So I plug them in, and I'm looking for these guys, and I'm thinking to myself, where the hell are they? And then I come up on them really quick here. Now you'll see that I have the Sword of Skill Gap equipped, and somehow missed that kid. Thank you 343 for also developing this game's online. But I quickly learned that in Elden Scrolls, when you invade people online, you almost always will go into at least 1v2, if not a 1v3, because this game does not allow you to be invaded unless you have another summon in your game. I like that addition. I think it's really cool because it's kind of annoying getting dumped on by people who are better than you when you're just trying to get better. And then you're forced to go down to your router and unplug it from the wall so that you're playing offline so you can play by yourself. But then you don't get the helpful try butthole messages along the world. So I like the addition. I think it's really cool. Now, I thought that this guy was going to be really honorable and do the O with me. Pause for our national anthem. Oh. Anyway, the host of fingers here, whatever the hell his name is, shoots me with a thunderbolt, and I start to use the enemy in the area to help me kind of win. Again, I charge up my Sword of Skill Gap, and I killed his helper, which was really cool. I enjoyed that. I got pumped here, so I chased after him, and I quickly realized that he's gone, and I hear him stomping around, so I'm trying to figure out where did he go. And then it kind of dawned on me, I think he's going to summon his friend back in. So I start chasing after him, using my shield a whole bunch to make a bunch of noise so he knows where I'm at, so maybe I can bait him over to me. But then he gets onto the elevator, and I quickly try to go to it, and my dive just doesn't work. So at this point, I know the chase is on. I'm like, guys, We got to go get him. We're going in. So I have to wait all the way for him to get to the top, pull the lever, and I have to sit here again. And this is really obnoxious. At this point, I'm tilting myself because I really don't like just sitting around, which is something I need to work on. I'm going to add it to my personal development book to remind myself to stop tilting, especially when I'm the one tilting myself. So we get up here, and in a couple seconds, what I'm going to do to myself is use the mimic, whatever that thing is, to turn myself into a box. Because at this point, we're playing hide and seek. We're trying to see who's got more patience, more willpower, mostly more patience to get through this fight. And he just summoned the guy that I killed already, so I already know I'm better than him. So I'm not worried about that. But I do need to catch them off guard. Now, I don't use this often, so I didn't have it quick equipped. So I use it, and I had to equip it, and I got this ugly-ass box. I don't understand why you get the box so much in this game, but, here we are. It's whatever. I'm a box now. So I've got my A50s in, and I'm listening. I'm just trying to hear that pitter-patter. I'm still listening. I'm talking to my chat, and I'm not paying attention. And that was my mistake. Because what I'm going to hear in just a couple seconds is that him and his friends jumped around around where I was at over to the elevator and activated it. They got around me. They didn't even come over to where I was at. So I tried to get the drop on them, and it didn't work. I'm just bad. But I did alert them that I'm here. And so this is where the chase really starts. Mind you, up until this point, most of my invasions last all of 30 seconds to a minute because either I get the kills or I don't. But these guys were really fun. There was a lot of different elements to this fight that was kind of drug out and whatnot. Because I learned a new mechanic of the game, I'm now just going to use that a whole bunch. So right here, I turned myself into a golden maple leaf tree in the middle of a building, apparently growing through the marble floors. And to my surprise, they don't know. They don't know what this game is. They don't study the maps enough to know that there's not supposed to be a tree inside. I don't know where they're from, that this would be a normal thing. But then I mess up the drop that I have on him. You can also tell from this game why I call this the Sword of Skill Gap. It's not an easy sword to wield. I know a lot of people on TikTok want to say that it is. It's not. They're lying. They have wall hacks or something because it does not land very often. My biggest mistake here was that I chased him, but I caught his friend off guard. I'm still refusing to heal. I'm not sure why. Upon reviewing this, I should definitely have done that, but I did flame whip both of them. Almost killed the wolf boy, but then his friend decides to come back in, and he's pretty weak, so I don't know why I ran away, but I ran away, and I'm going to force this again, where I'm going to mimic, and this is the whole reason I recorded all of this. I've used this trick now a couple times. One of them they saw, one of them they didn't. So this is actually the second time that they would see this. These goobers walk in past the tree again and don't see me. And at this point, I had to put my controller down because I could not control my laughter as I realized how genius I am. And then how ridiculous it looks like to have this tree scooting across the ground the way it was. But now I need to put you into Pineapple's mind as I chase these guys around. I have now duped them twice. I've killed the friend one time. I've got the Sword of Skill Gap. I've got all of my heals left. And I'm tilted and frustrated. So I do what any veteran Elden Scroll player does. First I run, and I'm going to try to get the high ground. And I didn't have any filler here, so I'm going to continue to run. But he makes me one shot. And I'm running and I'm running. I'm trying to chug. And then I just decide I'm dumping hand into these kids. I make him weak again. I'm just flailing. I'm dumping hand. I'm auto locking onto things left and right. I'm not sure what the hell I'm doing. And then I get locked in the corner, and these two just gangbang me. And I died. And I shared this because it really encapsulates what the Elden Scroll experience is like. A lot of frustration, a lot of emotions, but it's so goddamn beautiful.